Okay, so this is my latest battery that I'm repairing, or was attempting to repair, but in the end it's uneconomical to repair. The problem is there's a ton of rust on the nickel plating, nickel strips. Now that corrosion, see that there? That corrosion is possibly due to cell leakage. I don't think there was water ingress, but that strip there was for the end, and the one cell on the nickel plating on the cell here on the other end had corrosion as well, and this one here had corrosion on this side, and there's a little bit of remnant rust or corrosion on that particular cell that's next to it, because the nickel plating was going across like that, as you see there. It was running down here, and then running down here, and then running down there, and then the other side I removed the nickel plating for these two strings, and of course the end string there. Now that took me 45 minutes to do that, trying to rip them out. It was a little bit of a struggle, and also desoldered the appropriate charging wires to those strips, to those strings rather. But what I found was the cells in between, the strings in between. For example, if I recall correctly, this one here, they should be no more than 20 milliohms, all right, each of the cells. These are 2500 milliamp hour cells, and they shouldn't be, the spec on them is 20 milliohms or better, okay? However, this one, for example, is over 67 point something milliohms, and a lot of these were about 27, 28, and some of them, there's one of those in amongst that lot which is up at the 65 milliohms as well. So therefore, anything that's got a little black texture on it, there, and that one there, this one here, in a bad condition. And they were the ones, these were the strings I wasn't even going to look at, but pulling off the metal strips, nickel plating, has given me the opportunity to test them using my fancy dancy LCR meter. Turned out to be a problem, and I wouldn't be surprised if all of these have got a problem. And being a 48 volt, and was that 5, it's a 12.5 amp hour. I mean, you could probably go online onto AliExpress or Temu, where the hell it's called. I don't go anywhere near Temu. And they may quote $150 or $250 or something like that for one of these batteries. If you're in Australia, I think you'll find they'll be quoting about 400, 450, something like that, Australian dollars. So I quoted the customer about $200, and that's using reclaimed cells, not refurbished. There's no such thing as refurbished cells. If anyone's quoting that on Facebook Marketplace or something stupid like that, stay well clear of them. They've got to have the right gear. And I say that, I mean, I'm pretty right in what I've got, I think, being able to check cells. But certainly this one here is gone. It's a goner. There's no chance of repairing it, restoring it, anything like that. So I'm going to have to let the customer know it is not economical to repair. All right, I'll leave it at that. And I'm waiting for the NAMI cells to turn up. I've ordered them. If you've been watching, I've got a NAMI Burney. What a name. Michael Shah. Brilliant guy. He is superb. He's the best scooter manufacturer CEO, if you like, that I that anyone could ask for. He is brilliant, that man. Anyway, that Nami Bernie is 20 strings and 10 parallel. So it's 20S, 10P, and 50 of those cells gone. And I've ordered replacement cells, and I'm just waiting for them to turn up to do that job. It's going to be about a month before I receive those, so I've just got to find another battery to work on. But yeah, so if you've got any questions regarding these cells, don't hesitate, or this battery, or any procedures that I carry out, or if you've got any suggestions to make things faster, particularly removing the nickel plating, it'd be appreciated. Anyway, bye for now.